Welcome from the heart of Munich at Privacy Cafe. Today's topic is the legal framework for data protection in the context of newsletter distribution and the accompanying audience measurement. More on this in today's video. Enjoy watching. When sending newsletters, 4 fundamental principles need to be considered, which we will go through in the following course. Firstly, legality is crucial. You need a legal basis, usually consent, which you confirm by employing the widely recognized double opt-in procedure. In rare cases, consent can be waived, referring to the Act Against Unfair Competition, UWG, also linked below. But as mentioned, typically the consent of the data subject must be acquired. Secondly, data minimization. When entering information into the newsletter database, only the email address should be required. All other data such as salutation, name, and the like should only be designed as optional fields. Thirdly, transparency. You should typically inform the data subjects about the data collection process when subscribing to the newsletter in the privacy policy on the website in accordance with the requirements of the GDPR. It is important that he doesn't have to agree separately. The fourth principle is fairness. The data is to be treated confidentially and not to be used for other purposes. Let's take a look at the specifics of audience measurement. A multitude of newsletter distribution tools provide various options to measure the open rates of the newsletter. It is crucial to note that if you conduct personalized audience measurement, i.e., based on individual recipients of newsletters, you need to obtain the prior consent of the recipient of the newsletter in order to comply with regulations. There are certain tools that only collect this data in aggregated form. It needs to be examined on a case-by-case basis, and consent may also be unnecessary. To converse with Goethe with knowledge doubt increases and thus leads to the conclusion. When sending newsletters, it is especially important to make sure that the consent of the individual is obtained. This will typically be required, and it is important to ensure that it is secured through the standard double opt-in process. Secondly, the data subject should be provided with transparent information about the processing procedure, typically through the privacy policy of the website. And the data should be limited to the extent necessary for newsletter distribution, meaning that the mandatory field is only the email address. When measuring reach, please ensure that if you do it in a personalized manner, you have obtained the prior consent of the data subject. In exceptional cases of aggregated measurement, consent for audience measurement may be unnecessary. What else has occurred in data protection? Meta is transitioning to a paid version for its offerings on Facebook and Instagram in Europe to provide an advertisement-free experience. Link in the description. Enjoy reading.